2 thumbs up. Thank you. I don't know how I'm getting thumbs up. Doesn't say anybody's even in here. Morning, everyone. For in case anybody is in here. Just getting my solution. Fixed up and ready. Oh, somebody's in here. I don't know if my messages are gonna disappear on me again or not. I couldn't find the setting. So hopefully, oh, there's 4 people in here. Good morning, everybody. Evie, rip the horn. I got just some squaring to do here before I start pulling snakes out, but I know I probably should have been in here doing this before. I don't know. Trying to get it to where everybody can see the whole room. So that way maybe I don't have to keep moving the camera around. Ugh. My fucking back's sore today. I don't know what the hell I did. Good morning, Clinton with Disaster. And somebody else left a message and it disappeared. I'm sorry. It's not me ignoring anybody. I just got to be fast on the draw and fast at reading. Don't turn my back a lot, I guess. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Here we go, because I don't know how long Evie's got. So, hey, actually that works out pretty good, don't it? You can see right in there. But I'm going to reach right over the top of them. He just don't care. He just don't care. Actually, this might not be bad at all, huh? Thank you for the likes. I don't know if it helps or not, but I do appreciate it. It's all good, Romeo, that's him. That's him. You see how good he is. I reached straight over the top of him. I mean, he's going to my hand. I mean, the picture looks good and clear. Cool. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad that, yes, give me feedback like that, because I don't know. My eyes are shit now. I have to wear glasses to look at my phone. I used to have awesome eyesight. This guy he's so good. Wait till you get him home. He's gonna be the best pet. Best little buddy you ever had. And they all like to be out. Pat him on his head. He's so cute. Best buddy. Oh, he is. He's gonna be awesome for you. There's absolutely no worries with this guy or Phoenix. Any of my babies, they're all super chill. And all my snakes right now are in blue or in shed of some sort. I'm smiling from ear to ear, yes, and you're going to smile even more as soon as I can get him shipped to you. It just, like I said, I want you to be happy, but overall, it's the health of these snakes that, I'm really, honestly, the only thing that I'm really concerned about. And when it comes to shipping in cold weather, I don't like to do it. So, but as soon as we get 40 and above, all I need is a couple nights of 40 and above, is enough for me to be able to ship. So, yeah, I know you are. I feel bad because I've been there. my first snake. But at least with I explained to you right off the get go. I'm not shipping for a couple months, and you had the option. You could have waited and paid, and you wanted to pay me now, so that, which is fine. But I would have totally understood too if you said, no, I just soon wait, when you can ship. And I would have been fine with that too. But they weren't upfront with me. I went through snakes at sunset. And I went and there was no warning, no notification or anything in any of the ads leading up to me going and starting to look for a snake. And then I picked out Callie. Oh yeah, they are horrible. Yeah, and when I bought, right after I bought him, I was so excited thinking he was coming, and I wasn't thinking, winter time and all that. Because I think it was January when I bought him. And I know maybe a little of that should be on me because I should have realized, what about winter? But I didn't know. I just figured they had a safe way to ship in the wintertime too. So, and then I find out, they're not even going to ship him till probably April. And I was just like, holy crap. And they're a big website breeder, dealer. So there's nobody to get right back to you if you have any questions. These snakes will be very well started for sure. Oh, absolutely. Well, I want that though. Like I said, if people have a good experience right from get-go, like you are, perfect example. Reptihon, you're loving your brand new fucking snake. You love taking it, being able to take him out all the fucking time and all that. Now tell me that that's not the experience that you was hoping for, and not a bitey and having to get something used to you right from get-go. Who doesn't want a snake that's already established, that likes to be held, absolutely no worries. I mean, no worries. Reach right in the bag, pull these snakes out, and never have to worry about anything. Because they've never had a bad situation. And I'd say your spot nose, same way. Your spot nose had never had. Yeah, see? That is awesome. And it was just what everybody hopes for when they get a snake. Yes, there are some people out there that, if they're a little feisty and whatever, they seem to like that. Well, I don't really want mine feisty. I don't want to get bit. And I'm absolutely really not worried about ever getting bit with any of mine. Even Raven last night ended up peeing. And I don't normally take her out after, food time at night. Unless she's gone to the bathroom. I can't leave them in there. I can't leave them in there overnight until morning and that. So last night, she didn't really want to come out. I mean, when I went and she acted like she was going to come right to me, and then which she always does, she loves to peek out and watch me clean all these racks at night, and that's what I do. I start right here at Foxy's, open her up, see if she needs any moisture, see if she needs to be changed, give her a spray if she needs, close her up, go to the next one. Well, with Raven, she always peeks her head out and sits right there on the ledge of her tub and watches me go through all these other tubs. So I wait and do her last and take care of all these guys, below her. And then once these guys are done, I pull her out, and then she just sits here and she watches me go through every one of the tubs all the way around the room. And then she's always the last snake that I close up every night, and she's normally the last snake I close up in the morning because she's right there always in, and if she wants to do, watch me move around in here, then that's what I'm going to do. That's just another way for her to get used to me, too. Or any new snake. If they're, seem like they like watching you and they're not, getting stressed by it, and you house like I do, open that tub up and then go and do your stuff in that room. Just don't forget to close that tub. I've done that. I have done that. But luckily with Raven, if as soon as I walk out of this room, she goes back in her tub. Which I don't know if it's just because she's more comfortable when I'm in this room. But if I leave this room, she will go right back inside of her tub. She doesn't try to come out and go anywhere. It's like she feels she's only comfortable if I'm in here with her. I know, buddy, I hate to put you away, but... And I don't know. Hey, I'm up for questions. Why don't we do that? Somebody send me a question if you want. You know, or anything. And is it still clear? Is the color coming out decent on these guys? Do I need to move my camera back or something? Or is it good with everybody? But stroking him on his head. I mean, then look, he's still coming to me. Oh, he is such a good boy. No, and we've done nothing. I've done nothing but loved him as much as I have anybody else. Yeah, he's awesome. He settled in quick, and it looks pretty good. Okay, looks pretty good. My autofocus is messing up over in this area, ain't it? How old is that one? This guy right here, he's like a year. This was my last clutch. The Dragonfly to Pinstripe was my last clutch that I got. And he's a year and a couple months, I'd say. He would have been a year old this last November. So he's only a year and a couple months. Well, 4 months, like 14 months old, something like that. But all my babies were this chill. Put him back. But as you could see, I could still keep these guys out. I'm just afraid that, people will get tired of seeing the same snake out for the whole time. Now, this girl was in blue. You see her? Didn't even faze her. And look at how blue her eyes are. Yeah. See her blue eyes? Look how blue those eyes are. See how dark she is, too. She's so much lighter than that. But look, even this girl. I'll put you back up here. Alright, yeah. Look at this girl. In blue. Can't see a lick. And look at her demeanor. Oh. And I know, look, I can't say that I necessarily don't agree when people, tell people don't hold them when they're in shed, But it depends on the snake, and I always say that. It depends on the snake. I'm a huge fan of clowns. I love clowns myself, man. That's why I've got so many of them. This girl is like three months. So she's like 15 months old. This girl. This is Twitch. We called her that because she twitched when she was a baby. The only thing that she really did, was she twitched her tail. But I just want people to be able to see her demeanor and watch her. If I just sit here and watch her, she's still moving around, which is awesome. Can't see nothing, but she's still comfortable and confident enough that she's still moving around. And she's not worried about anything. Rubbing her on her head right now. I don't go out of my way to make them uncomfortable. You know, but like I said, my snakes are always they're just as comfortable with me as they are in their enclosure, and that's all you got to do. You know, you show them that there's absolutely no reason to be defensive and anything to worry about, and they'll act accordingly. See, she's moving nice and slow. She's not frantic, even though she can't see nothing. And what else we got? Somebody said they wanted to see pieds. I showed her last time. Maybe this guy will show up better in that light, because he is pretty. This is Lucky. Oh yeah, I think this might be better light for like the whites and the yellows, because they get washed out so bad. But this is Lucky. He is an albino for pied, and he's a good boy. He's got orange eyes, like really orange. But this guy's a good bully. They all are good. The snakes are showing up a lot better this time when you have them close. Cool. All right. That's good. Thank you for telling me that. I'll start using this angle. And I'm probably going to do lives. You know, do you guys like these lives better than, you know, this is better being able to interact instead of just feeling like I'm talking into a camera and knowing nobody's there. So clear. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. I do try, but I don't really know, because I look at the videos and on my big screen TV and they don't look too bad, Oh, Heather's in the house. We're just rambling this morning. Nobody's got any questions, huh? What do you guys want to talk about? That's another reason I like these lives, because then I don't really have to pull up the camera and sit here and go, now what do I talk about? This morph right here is an albino, 100% for pied. I bought him. I bought this male for this girl. I'll show you the female I bought him for. I did pair him a couple years back. I saw one lock, and then they never locked again. Like, he's gonna fight me going back. And they never locked again. And by then the economy was starting to go crap, and at that point I had 15 eggs, and hey, here she is. Look at that. It's because she went to the bathroom. This is no shit. This is how my snakes are. If they go to the bathroom, they're all the way in the front, and look, she's gonna come right to me. She's coming right to me because she's like, Dad, clean my tub. I'm gonna have to clean her tub, people. But look at her. She's gonna come right to me because she's like, Dad, clean my tub. My snakes don't like to be dirty. If you keep your snakes super clean, that's the way they're gonna want to be. Just like any other animal. It's okay, girl. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come up underneath your neck like that. I guess I could come up too quick for her. But as you can see, she's another do whatever I want, And look at that, nice. I just want to prove my point that, because anybody that's been around knows that I've claimed this all along, that if my snakes go to the bathroom, they're either in the very front of the tub, ready to come right out, or they're on top of their hide. because they don't want to sit in it. You keep them clean, they want to stay clean. I'm not going to be able to look at the screen to see anybody's comments, so hold up just for a little bit on your comments, and if you did comment, we'll have you comment again when I get done. But look at this girl. I mean, but this is the girl that I bought him for. This girl is an pied 100%. She's a pied 100% het for albino, and she's a good sized girl. You know, and I like the low white pieds myself. I'm not a high white pied. I don't like them because I got 3 all white snakes too. I guess that might, you know. And I did have 1 all white snake before I bought her, but she has got wicked oranges down her sides of her belly that honestly you should go back into some of my early videos and look at her oranges when I first got her. I mean, she had popping oranges. I mean, they were just like beaming. Look, she's got a set of outlets on her, plug-ins. I didn't get lucky enough to get faces or nothing, but they look like outlets minus a ground plug. But this is my girl Electra. I can't tell if it's coming in good, guys. All right, she's moving around, wants to move around, so we're gonna set her right up there. You guys can watch her move around while I clean her tub real quick. Okay? She's gonna be way more fun to watch than me. My snakes are so good. Even my boas, they don't smear their shit everywhere. You know, like I say, mine will, if there's no paper towel where they're at, they only shit on paper towel. If they bunch their paper towel up and there's exposed yeah, you stay up there, girl. If there's exposed plastic, the tub's exposed, they won't pee there. It's like they're paper trained. On top of, they don't like to be dirty because they've never been dirty for very long. Like I said, I'm in here first thing in the morning checking these guys before I even get dressed really. That's why I don't do lives first thing in the morning. I don't really want myself on here in my pajamas, which I don't wear pajamas. But I'm definitely not in here in my birthday suit either when I'm cleaning snakes in the morning. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Ours was pretty good because it actually got 45 degrees during the day. The overnight was still below freezing, but we're getting there. And today's supposed to be like 41. Hey girl, don't you go behind there. She'll drop down. See when I touch her? She doesn't even flinch. Doesn't even flinch when Dad grabs her. You know, even when her head's down behind the get her tub back in here. All clean. No. No. Yeah. It's another reason why I clean. You see how long it took? It didn't take no time at all to completely disinfect her tub. We're going to keep her out for a minute, though, because obviously I spent more time messing with her tub than I have with her. All right, people, I'm looking now. You can send messages. This girl is a 2019. That's her birth. It's not when it's also, you know, obviously when I got him too, but because I got her as a baby. I think she was 250. And what's she now? She's got to be 2,000 grams. But I've only have 2 visual pieds. Everything else is that I have that's pied stuff is het for pied. But this is Electra. And she's oh, you're gonna shed too? Yeah, she's just starting to get a little pink on her belly. It's a good way to tell when your snakes are getting ready to go into the shed cycle is their bellies turn pink, get like bright pink, and you'll also see they'll get super dull. You know, let me pull out. Lieutenant Dan's also in shed too, so I'll give you and I mean his eyes are in blue. How do you package them for shipping? I don't have a shipping box at this time, but I've got it coming. They come in a shipping box that's lined with styrofoam. And just see how dark he is compared to her is what I want to show him. See how much shinier she is than he. He's so dull, and she's got like a shine to her. And he's super pink. His belly is like super pink. Pink. And completely in blue, and he can't see a lick, and you see how good he is. And moving nice and slow back to where he wants to be in the back of there. Now I forgot what I was saying. I was talking about when they go in the shed. Then I don't know. Then we lost it. Then I lost it. That happens a lot. Look at her. She wants. she doesn't want to go back. All right, girl. All right, you don't have to go back. What was we gonna do now? Heather, you still in here? You want to see Phoenix? That worked pretty good last time. See Phoenix? See ya? Reach right down. She's such a good girl. This is Romeo's sister, Phoenix. She is a fire. Alright, she's beautiful now. Yes, please. Always want to. Yes, I'm sorry, Heather. It's only because Reption said yesterday that he wanted to see some pieds, and I'm sorry, dude. I totally forgot. And so I'm making sure I get your pieds. And I will take the other pied out too again. Just because he said the lighting's better here. But this sweet little girl. She's getting ready to go in the shed too. She's got a little pink on her belly starting. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yes, you too, girl. You're beautiful too. You're beautiful too. What size is she eating now? She's actually on wean rats now. And actually, it depends. Rodent Pro sizes, they fluctuate. And I go through Rodent Pro. And any of you guys that go through Rodent Pro, I'm not that funny, I don't think. But anyway, I go through Rodent Pro. And Rodent Pro sizes, they suck. They're not consistent on their sizing. You know, because most of the time my orders are small rats, because I've ordered medium rats and they've been so big that I couldn't feed them to any of my snakes other than like her, Cleo, Sunny. You know, I gotta put you up here for a minute. I'm gonna put Electra away. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here, you. No, you can go back. You can go back. It's not like you never come out. You'll be out again, girl, I promise. You'll be out again, girl. I cleaned your tub. You're not going into a dirty tub. Look at that. She doesn't want to go back. You gotta love that. You gotta love it when they're just as comfortable out as inside their enclosure. So anyway, you go because I don't know where you're gonna go. So what you do when you get this girl, you go by the biggest part of your snake. Don't look at the head, don't look at the neck. That doesn't have anything to do with it. It expands. You go by the widest part of their body. You don't have to worry about how long it is. The bigger round size is what you want to be most concerned about. You don't need to worry about how long it is. You just got to worry about the girth of it. Jesus Christ. So anyway, you go by the thickest part of the snake. All right, and for Rodent Pro right now, she's eating small rats, because the shipment of small rats that I got are about the size of what wean rats are for most everybody else. So he's gonna be either in between wean rats or small rats, depending on what size. I know, yes, we're talking about rats. Now I'm so depending on where you get your food from is depending on what size you're gonna be feeding him. But I would say, good morning, Dale. Boy, you missed that one, buddy. But anyway, you go by the fattest part of the snake. Like you said, don't look at the neck, don't look at the size of the snake's head. You go by the fattest part of the snake. And it don't matter how long the rat is. Well, like I said, for me, she's been eating small rats now. She's had them twice, because the shipment of small rats that I got, this shipment from Rodent Pro, are like wean size rats, and it sucks. I need to start ordering smalls and mediums regardless, I guess. My dog just decided to come into the picture. Almost knocked the camera over. But so it depends on where you get your food from. Their sizes are going to run different than probably Rodent Pro sizes. But she's going to be either weaned or small rats, I would say, depending on, who you go through to get your food. But yes, and I understand. I was in the beginning, I looked at their net and go, oh my God, really? How in the hell is it going to be able to eat? Trust me, they open their mouth up and swallow it, no problem, as long as it's no bigger. You can go slightly bigger than the biggest part of them, but you only want to be slightly bigger it's best really to go the same size or slightly bigger. You know, you don't want to feed under that. If you happen to get food that's too small, I don't recommend buying food on regular too small, but then you can feed it, a couple. If it's, if you run into, oh, it's my food's, size is too small, then I would probably offer two. You can try to offer it that same night or give them 3 days and then offer the second one. You know, I have a lot of snake. I finally started handling my nephew's snake. It felt really cool and soft and more, and they're not slimy. They feel smooth, silky smooth. You don't feel all the scales. Every once in a while, when they start, just before they shed or whatever, their scales might start catching like on your skin, here and there. But they don't feel nasty, you know. That's awesome. That good. So you're gonna be somewhat used to handling the snake anyway. Is his snake, you know? I'm assuming his snake's probably bigger than this girl too. She's not very big. They look big on camera, but she's little. I mean, literally. I mean, she fits in the palm of my hand. I was totally surprised. Oh yeah. Well, I was too. I was scared to death of snakes. And then I got Callie and I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, he's not, anything like, I've seen on TV and, and, because, I didn't want to be bit. And I didn't want to be bit then, and I still don't want to be bit. But I do have it in my head that obviously these are animals and there's a chance that they could. He was a full-grown female. She's about 4 years old and she's pretty big. Yes. So this girl is going to seem like a frigging cakewalk. I'm telling you. Because she is so chill and so good about everything. Wave my hand all around her face, and look at her. She's still coming to my hand. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna, literally, you have to do something like throw her across the room, to change her demeanor, because she is just a big old sweetheart. And she's not big, but her heart's huge. You got a huge heart, don't you? You sure do. Let's show Heather your head stamp there. Maybe we'll come over here for a second. I don't know. You probably can't really see it that great. But they both do. They actually both have head stamps for not being clowns. They, which is kind of cool. But their dad, my pinstripe, has a kind of a head stamp. To me, it looks like a bat, like an outline of a bat, right up on the very whole top of his head. I'll pull him out right now. I'm gonna put her back, Heather. But she's such a good girl. And you see all them tongue flickers, it's because she's just exploring and she's so happy-go-lucky. She really is. She's probably not going to want to go back either. And it's not because they hate these it's not because they hate this rack. It's just they're that, because they don't come flying out. They just, keep trying to push the issue that, hey, I don't really want to go back. This guy's in shed too, getting ready to. But this is Dad. And he's a big boy. He is. He's above average for a male. Oh, Oh, thank you for showing it. That's no problem. You know, I really don't mind. I know how it is. I'd be the same way. You know. And you guys can ask me questions. You know, I'm not going to get irritated. You know, Evie or you, if you guys got questions, you guys can, you know, send me, you know, ask me whenever. I'm totally fine with that. You know, this is Dad to Phoenix and Romeo. And he's the one that, like I said, looks like he's got a bat. His whole head outline looks like a bat to me. Like, come on, look at me, buddy. He says I don't want to. Oh, we need to read it. I have seen it. Yeah, he has. Oh, and it's pretty cool. Thank you. Yes, I think it is too. Considering, you know, he's not a clown. You know, clowns are normally the only, you know, are known to be, you know, most of the time the only snake that really has a head stamp. But both of them have head stamps, and I think it's probably due to him. You know, he's really good. You want to see Mom? I'll show you Mom, because Mom's really pretty cool. Get on my neck. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Everybody wants to be around my head for some reason. Now, this girl is shy, and I've said that before. You know, she's always good. All right, get out of here, bud. She's always good, but she is a little shy. But she is such a good girl, too. This is Mom to Romeo and, I don't want to say Romeo and Juliet. Romeo and Phoenix. And there, see, she's kind of got a head stamp, too, I guess. She got one little dot right in the middle of the top of her head. And she is yellow and she's brown. When I bought her, I thought she was jet black and yellow. So when I got home and found out she was brown and yellow and not that beautiful jet black and yellow, I was a little disappointed. But she's a good girl. She eats fantastic. And even though she's shy, I have absolutely no problem with her up around my face because she's not shy defensive. She's not shy in any way like that. It's just, look at him. See how long he is? He's got to be 5.5 anyway, feet. He is a big dude. He is above average. They say average male is 2.5, 3 feet long. He's got almost 3 feet. He's got probably 3 feet right there showing. But, and this girl is, you know, she's shy, a lot shyer with anybody else. My wife holds her and she moves around a little bit and she stretches out trying to get to Dad. She's more comfortable with me than anybody else. And these guys do. These guys will get to the point that, you know, Phoenix and Romeo aren't going to matter who holds them. But they will get to the point when they will actually know whether it's you, Ivy, or whether it's, what are you doing? Get in there. Look, she thinks she's going to come back out. You don't want to come back out. You don't want to come back out. I know you don't. So go on, get in there. Get in there. Go. Go, girl. She probably will here in a minute. We'll watch her. I have to run real quick. I'm sorry, but I wanted to say hello. Hey, that's fine, Ella. That's fine. I appreciate you stopping in. We all have lives, you know. That's awesome. I hope you have a good day. There she goes. But yes, I'll fix your paper towel after I get this live done. He's gone and bunched all his paper towel up in the front. Yeah, buddy, I'll put you back. There we go. All right. Anybody? I'm open. We're open for suggestions. You can't take Aurora out. She just ate Saturday, and I'd like to give her another day. I think pretty much anybody else is good. Anybody got a favorite? Natural disaster, flirting with disaster. You still here? I love this caramel water. Anybody else had it? Evie, you still here? You got anything you want to see? What? Don't be shy, everybody. Leopard pastel, okay? I just make sure nobody else message me. She's right here in front. She's leopard pastel. Hat for clown. And she's soaking in her water, so she's dripping ass wet. Wow, Dad is beautiful. Yes, Dad is, and so is it Mom. You know, when I said, you know, I was bummed out when I got her, I was only bummed out because I thought she was jet black and yellow. And anybody that, you know, seen the jet black and yellow snakes knows that they're just beautiful. They're a beautiful snake, you know. And when she came and she was brown and yellow, I was just like, oh, shit. You want to see her? She doesn't really have a headstand because, like I said, she's het for clown. Nice belly. She's just got nice white belly pattern. But she's not real long, but she's thick. I almost think she built follicles and she's sitting in her water right now to dissolve them. I could be full of shit. Might not even be how they do it. Whoops, sorry, girl. Actually, you did it. I don't know why I said sorry. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure if I had gone in through, you know, I thought about throwing my Clown Inchy 100% for albino in with her. And, then I decided, you know, where, like I said, I only, beside, you know, not count my son, wow, getting big. She is, and she's probably not going to get much longer. She's probably only going to get thicker, you know, honestly, because she's a 2019, yeah, 2019 girl. You know, got her as a baby. All my snakes other than Gypsy were all under 300 grams when I got them. You know, and I didn't power feed. You know, I wasn't, and I still don't. You know, I only start giving them extra food. You know, I start feeding them when I was breeding. You know, doing the breeding thing, and I was pairing, and I knew the females were building. I started feeding them every week. You know, the right size food. You know, I didn't go extra large or anything like that. I just started feeding them every week when I was breeding them. When they're not, you know, now that I'm done breeding, I'm back to the every 2 weeks. You know, so they eat every other week. And I've been like that, you know, for years. I've been every other week, you know, feeder. And as you can see, does she look like she's, you know, starving, underfed? You know, I still don't understand how people can think that, you know. The animal that's like this, it gets fed every 2 weeks. That obviously, oh, you're underfeeding your snakes if you feed them every 2 weeks. Oh, I never heard of that. Yes, feeding them every 2 weeks if you're breeding them, absolutely, that's too little. You know, because you want to get as much weight on them as possible. They're going to go 2 months without eating. You know, and that's why it's really important to get them back on. You can make leopard clowns with that and a clown parent. Oh, I know I can. I'll get visual clowns for sure. You know, so with her and any, with all the clown stuff I have, I'm guaranteed I'll get clown stuff regardless. You know, it's just, I'm not going to breed just to keep hanging on to more snakes. You know what I mean? I'll wait. If the economy bounces back and things pick back up, I'll start breeding again. But right now, I'm happy with what I got. You know, I really am. Because the economy is not good enough for little guys like me. Nobody buying from, people still want to buy from them reputable breeders, and I totally understand. Because honestly, a reputable breeder is going to be less apt to scam you and this and that. And so I understand why people say go to a reputable breeder and try to stay away from, little guys. Not saying little guys, and they're not talking about necessarily little guys like me, but there are people out there that get scammed every day because people just don't care. They don't care about other people and what other people might be possibly going through at the time, and how devastating that could be, I mean, all right, what we got now? Yes, I can make leopard. Oh, sorry, I didn't get your question right. Yes, I can make leopard clowns with her if I had something in my collection that was het for leopard, but I could still get something leopard out of her. You know what I mean? But I'd have a lot better chances of getting a visual leopard if I had something that was visual leopard also. But yes, I take any clown, leopard and put to her. I'd get clown leopards. I'd get visual clown leopards. So, and could possibly get pastel in there, and so. But sorry, did somebody say what they wanted to see for a snake? Oh, I did say I was going to take that other pied out. I'll take that pied out. Somebody can still give me another suggestion, though. I'll take this girl out. She still don't have a name. If anybody could come up with a really, a good name for a pretty snake. So she's got to have a pretty name. Aphrodite's just too long. And I don't want to call her Afro for short. She deserves better than that. But this is an albino pied. And she got pink eyes. She got pink eyes. Oh, come on, show them your eyes, girl. She is a little shyer than my other snakes because she was that free pickup. She was also really underweight, and we're starting to get her back up to where she should be. But she's a great eater, and I don't understand. It kind of sucks that I don't understand why she was underfed, because most of the time an underfed snake's normally because they weren't a good eater. She came here and she was great. She's never refused a meal, and they all said, and the people that we got them from said that they were great eaters too. I think she's got more in her because she's got this. Dale, if you're in here, can you see that? She's got this all through her pattern. I'm wondering if maybe she could possibly have like dreamsicle in it. because there's something going on inside of her pattern, almost maybe inchy. If you're in here, that would be cool, because I meant to ask you that. Because this was a pet store pickup. The people that I got her from, got her from PetSmart or Petco. I can't see good. Yeah, let me see here. Let me get her, and she's got it up here too, in her net, right here. Yeah, I'm gonna try it like this. I don't think that's working either. She's got something going on inside that. I remember you getting her. Sometimes the reg comes on in pastel. You see that right there? See that? She's got that like all through. Like, see that? There we go. She's got that like all through her on in there. And I have seen that before, and on her neck and right here. She's got that weird pattern. Yeah, like a water spill, exactly. On it, kind of like, yes, exactly. And I mean, I don't know. You know me. I don't necessarily exactly know, but the dreamsicles that I see kind of look like they have that same marking inside the. It's all yellow. It's just like you said. It's like a watermark, but it's like bright orange. The outside of the watermark. You know what I mean? It's actually brighter than the yellow here. So I've seen some dreamsicles that seem like they look like that. I'm not claiming she is. She's just albino pie, but I think there's something else going on with her. Because she's got stuff going on in her pattern there, like you said, that what looks like kind of like a water spot almost like, but it's like another pattern inside of that pattern, which is pretty cool. So she is really pretty anyway, either way. But it's kind of nice her having those extra markings in there, to me, looks wise. I'm not saying it makes her any more worth any more to somebody else, but to me, she's really pretty because she's got that different, pattern from any of the regular albino pieds that I've seen. Let's take this guy out. And he's deep in shed. His eyes just haven't turned blue yet, but can you tell his belly's super pink and he's dull. He's so dull. This is Apollo. Clown inchy. 100% het for pied. 100% het for albino. And he's so dull. He's so dull and he's so dark. He's so dark. But I love that mustache. He's got a super black, dark mustache on his face. Let's see how dull he is from there. And that pink belly. Maybe that pink belly showing up from there. He is. He's super pink. Yeah, super pink, huh, buddy? He's super pink. Dad, fix up some of your paper towel here, bud. Get you some new paper towels for the front. Oh. Boy, we had a nice weekend, huh, Dale? Couldn't have beat this last weekend. Well, we can coming up, but for this time of year, that was fantastic. Fantastic. Today's not bad either. Today's nice. Yes, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. I just want to. I like showing these guys in shed and see their demeanor in shed. No, this guy's out. Ziggy Pop's out. It's all right, buddy. You're fine. You're fine, little buddy. He's not in shed. He already did shed. See how much lighter he is. And he is a clown, 66% amplified. Yeah, don't be shy, people. It doesn't actually say who's in here. It just tells me that there are people in here. So if people join and they're worried that everybody knows who's in here, nobody knows who's in here but you, unless you comment. Just in case anybody didn't realize that. And, you know, you can pop on people's lives and they don't know who it is unless you actually comment. Or maybe you might want to comment just so I know that you are in here. So that way, telling you that, you'll know, hey, I have no idea who's in here. Unless people comment. But, oh, I missed it. I missed it, Dale. I looked away. The damn comments are still disappearing for some reason. Probably I have to have it the phone up and down in order to have the messages stay, because they stayed when I did the phone this way. They stayed. In case they are closed, snake watches. Yeah, do you read these snakes? I have. These are actually hatchlings. I had 3 clutches a little over a year ago, and this is one of the babies. I haven't bred anything for over a year now, because with the economy, and I'm a little time guy, so I had 15 snakes. I produced 15 snakes, and I only sold like 5 of them. You know, I only sold 5 snakes then. I've got 2 more. I got a couple people on here that bought snakes from me. Well, one of them's going to be buying a snake from me coming up. But no, I'm pretty much not breeding anymore. I'm just a guy who loves snakes. And, you know, and I didn't get into it in the beginning. I have a baby corn snake, but it's massive. Yeah, corn snakes do get huge. They do get huge. I've got boas and I got ball pythons. I got some big snakes. I mean, I've been just showing these babies off. Not because I'm trying to sell, because I don't do that here either. I don't try to sell myself here. Well, I just have a friendly channel for everybody to interact and talk back and forth and all that. And my doom rules, Boa, in case the natural disaster is still in here. She's good size. I got a Guyana in there that's about this size. But I got 5 boa constrictors. I got this Dumerals boa. I got a Guyana. I have a IMG Hypo Jungle Pastel. And I have a Hypo Leopard boa. It's a red blood corn. What foot is she? I think she's about 5.5, maybe 5.5. And she's still growing. She's not by far full grown. This girl get 8-10 feet. In between 8 and 10 feet. But she'll get she'll get the size of a softball. Her body will be huge. These guys get huge. They get super thick. But she is such a sweetheart. Is this your first time here? Because I love it. I like big snakes too, buddy. You know, I do too. I got into ball pythons first because I was scared to death of snakes. I was scared to death of snakes when I first got into them. But I love animals, period. So it wasn't that I actually hated them. I was just scared. And I just, always thought they were going to be bitey. And 5 years ago, I pulled the trigger, bought one ball python. I liked the Boas first, but I heard they had big teeth. I know, I'd like to have a gaboon viper. I would. Or I would love to have an emerald tree boa. That's not venomous, I do know that, but they do have some big ass teeth. But no, I wanted boas in the beginning, but I didn't think they were for me because I was afraid of them big ass teeth. Because I don't want to get bit. And I do, guys, since you said that. Yeah, I love king cobras too. But I do not have not one snake out of the 35, 36 snakes that I have. I do not have a mean, defensive, bitey, hissy, nothing. They all are just like this. And that's my thing. That's the thing that I'm proud of most of all, is that I still to this day do not want to get bit. And I, to this day, have only been bit by some babies that I got 5 years ago. Which you can't even count them. You can't feel a baby ball python bite you. So I've had snakes for over 5 years now, and I have not been bit since 5 years ago. And I have my snakes out all the time. Yeah, I've had my corn snake for a week and a half, and that's cool. That is awesome. And whatever you're doing, keep doing that, because I'm a firm believer. If a snake's natural reaction is not to bite, good chance they're not gonna. If we stress them out to the point where they start biting, it could be just a natural reaction. And I think that's why my snakes are so chill, because it's never ever been a natural reaction that if something happens or something, puts them off or they get scared, their natural reaction is not to bite. They just sit there. I reach in and I just pull my boas out. I don't tap train. I'm not saying that's what everybody ought to be doing. I realize if I get bit, it's on me. So I don't tell anybody else to not tap train their boas, but I don't. I just reach in and I take them out. I know when they want to be left alone, and I can tell when they're totally fine. Just like when I took this girl out, I just reach in and I take my snakes out, but I hold my snakes all the time, But hey, thank you. I'm glad that you're here, Logan. I'm glad that that you found this channel. You got a big enclosure, so I don't have to. I didn't see what you said. Yeah, my messages disappear. You got a big enclosure, so you don't have to something. So I don't have to upgrade it. Yeah, some snakes you can do that with. Some snakes, do great putting them right in a big enclosure. You know what I mean, with lots of clutter and all that. And it also depends on the snake. Ball pythons, I don't care. Don't do good in great big, open enclosures. The people that but there are ball pythons that do. But I would say there are more ball pythons that don't do well in, glass and PVC, big enclosures. You keep things, small and simple for a ball python, and they seem to, my ball pythons, all my ball pythons are super chill. All my snakes are super chill, and it's because they feel safe and secure. They're not stressed in their enclosure, because if they were already stressed in their enclosure when you take them out, they're just gonna be even more stressed. But all mine feel safe and secure in their enclosures, and people are gonna do what they want to do, and I'm gonna do things the way I'm gonna do it. And my snakes all eat good. All their temperaments are amazing, but they don't just sit in here. They don't just sit in their tubs. When I want to see them, I take them out. And eventually these guys, my boas, will end up moving up. As they grow, they'll get in bigger enclosures or bigger tubs. I'm actually still thinking about keeping my boas in a tub of some sort. I actually just found some oversized tubs, but I don't know. The PVCs are nice too. I have a 2x4x2 in my living room that my Savannah monitor's in for now, until she outgrows that. When she outgrows that, one of these boas are gonna probably end up in it. But I got baby boas that same way. This is motley. Just reach in and take out. But she's my smallest boa. All my other boas 3 feet. I just popped off the wheels. You just popped off the wheels? What the hell does that mean, Dale? Dale just popped off the wheels. Oh, you're talking about containers, oversized tubs or something? You pop the wheels off. This is Foxy. Foxy is my hypo leopard. I am not a one-liner speaker, so I just watch, laugh out loud. I have much to say. You have much to say? Oh, you must be going back and forth. I think tubs are amazing if you have a big collection. I will say some snakes do good in other enclosures than others. Just because some snakes are known to, and I'm not saying that PVC is wrong. I'm just saying that it really depends on the snake. All snakes don't, just because some snakes do really well in them doesn't mean that the same morph snake is gonna do good in it. You know what I mean? It's up to us to decide and figure out what's best for our snakes, not what's best for us. And I hope I hope nobody takes it, that I'm saying that there's only one way to do things. It depends on the snake. Like I said, some snakes do really well in, wide open enclosures and seem to, do okay. And then I think if I get more snakes, I'm going to just get them a good enclosure so I know they can live good. That's fine. But I can't say that these guys are living, any worse than, look at the demeanor. I got 3 snakes out and I'm not chasing. You know what I mean? And they don't hiss. They don't bite me. You tell me you explain to me then how to tell whether your snake's happy or not. They all eat. I don't have food refusals, And I'm not, this isn't an argument. This is us just having a conversation. So don't take it as that, you know, do you feed them? And I feed frozen thawed. All my snakes. All my snakes eat frozen thawed. My first snakes, the snakes that I produce, my babies have never had a live meal. Never. Never had a live meal. You know, there's no absolute reason that you have to start them off on live. I could see maybe live might be more enticing for them, but all mine ate no problem. I only had one snake that I actually had to assist feed, you know, and it was just because he was so tiny, you know, and I only had to assist feed that one meal, and after that, he ate great after. Well, actually, it was a her. It was Peanut. And then Peanut slammed her food ever since. You know, I'm just saying there are definitely more than one right way to do things, and I know that's there are a lot of people that you know house and care for snakes. I had 15 snakes, pet snakes, before I even had any inclination whether I was gonna think about breeding or not. I bought my snakes because I love snakes. But like I said, I was scared to death of them in the beginning, but I've always loved animals, so I knew that I wanted to get a snake. No, Motley, you gotta go back. You gotta go back. Good girl, thank you. I knew you'd go back for me, girl. There we go, Motley. There we go, Foxy. Alright. Now watching. Nice and slowly go back. No. I really find it hard to believe that anybody could watch these videos or look at these snakes. And actually, you know what? We'll leave Raven alone. We'll take IMG out. Another boa. My IMG Hypo Jungle Pastel. Stand back here, maybe you can see the. She's a beautiful girl. She got orange eyes. Yeah. She's not showing up real good now. Anyway, so now we're going to talk about. Yeah, and I ain't a spot cleaner either. You know, I'll let my snakes sit in there, pee and crap. It's also why I house on paper towel. No spot cleaning here. I do a total clean every time they go to the bathroom. You know, I work here at home. You know, I have them out all the time. I don't need to, you know, look at them and visually be able to see what they're doing. If I want to see them, I take them out. You know, and I got 35 snakes, and they're the best behaved snakes. They all eat. I don't have never gotten food refusals. Me too. Clean it all for anything. Yeah, exactly. I don't care if they peed or whether they poop, or whether there's leftover, you know, some crap left over from when they ate their rat. You know, the next morning that paper towel's coming out, and I'm going to spray in the front where the paper towel was, and I'm going to clean that right up. And then within 3 days, my snakes all, within 3 days of eating, whether it's a boa or whether it's a ball python, they all go pee within 3 days after eating, like clockwork. You know, they always have. You know, when they were babies, they actually went more. They'd go a couple times a week. But, and, you know, and like most snakes, they might poop once a month, once every month and a half. You know, this girl's actually going in the shed. She's not in blue, but she's getting ready to go in the shed. She's massaging my arm right now. There you go, girl. There you go. Come on. Come on, you. No, I know Dale. Dale, for you that don't know Dale, Arcadia Ball Pythons. Me and Dale got into this whole thing together. What in the hell are you doing, girl? What are you doing? I'll bring my IMG when. Yes. Yes. Are you saying you're gonna bring your IMG when you come over to the house sometime this summer? Man, I'm gonna just set you down with this thing. No. No. She's fighting me. No, girl. You didn't really want to be out. Now she don't really want to be in there. And she's still probably going to have at least one more day to digest. She's had 2. But, come on. She's hanging onto the tub now. What are you doing, girl? Come on. You need to let go. Yeah. Yeah. She's always like that. Here, I'll pull out some. This girl's in shed. Like, really in shed. Here's a big ball. Her eyes are 8 and blue. She's super pink. Yeah, she can't see a lick right now. She can't see a lick right now. A lavender albino. Just a lavender albino. But this is Sunny. I need to put that up higher. Did you have a good weekend, Dale? My weekend was all right. It was better because it was nice. Be nice if it hurries up and good weather comes. Uh, it missed. It missed. I missed the message. Well, she just ate. She just ate the other night. We'll pick this girl out. Oh, blue eyes. This is Storm. My one of three all white snakes. Well, I have one that's got a purple head. I got a Super Mojave too. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day and week. Stay safe. Brent, see you on the next slide. Thanks for showing Romeo. No problem, Edie. Have a great day. You got a queen ant. Haha, new hobby. Ordered her. You got an ant? Really? You're going to start doing, you're going to have an ant colony? That's cool. They are pretty cool to watch. Yeah, that's awesome. So you start with a queen and then you order other ants, or how does that work? Or she lays harvest an ant. I always love watching them. No shit. So you're gonna have like one of them enclosures where you're gonna be able to see them burrow and all that. No, just one grid and she lays eggs. Cool. So she's actually going to produce your colony. She's going to come like already pregnant. Oh, yes, you are going to have a fucking enclosure like that you can see. 100%. Yes, awesome. That is cool. You'll have to do videos on it. You know? You got it last week. They must be good size then, huh? You want to see her blue eyes? She can bite and sting, I bet. I'm pretty sure most queens can. Most queens can. Yes, this is Storm. I'll pull my Super Mojave out. This is Purple Head. This is Lightning. Thunder. Lightning. This is Lightning. We got Storm, Lightning, and Thunder. In case Logan's still in here. He says he hasn't been in here before. You still in here, Logan? This guy's a good boy. He's waiting for Storm to grow up. Waiting for Storm to get size. Another good boy, though. They all are. I got super chill snakes, man. He was in a CB70 tub. Went off food for 2 months. Did not like being in that big a tub. Threw him back in that VE 26 quart tub, and he back on food, never refuses. You know, I have this girl that I first got. She was in a 2x4x2 her whole entire life. You know, from the time she was a baby, I got her in the enclosure that they sent that she was in her whole life. And she ate the first few meals with me. Oh, and when I picked her up, she had no belly heat. All she had was like overhead lighting. You know, so she had nothing at night. She had stuck shed all over her. You know, but she was a sweetheart. The woman and her daughter, you know, held her all the time. You know, and said that she was a great eater, and she ate her first, you know, couple, 2-3 meals here, and then she went 6 months off from eaten, and that was with all kinds of clutter in there, and her temperatures and her humidity and her ambient temperatures were all spot on, but she just kept roaming and roaming and roaming. She wouldn't just chill out. And everybody knows that knows anything about ball pythons, a roaming ball python is a stressed ball python. And obviously, her being stressed, she didn't eat. She went off food. And my buddy, Dale, kept suggesting put her in a CB70 tub. I'm telling you, she'll go right back on food. And he told me this within, I don't know, a couple months of her being off food. And I just go, no, I can't imagine doing that. She had all that space, and to go and put her in a CB70 tub, she's going to hate it. And after 6 months of her not eating, she still only lost like 200 grams. A 2,200 gram snake, that's nothing. So she lost a couple hundred grams. So it wasn't like she was, looked horrible or anything. I just knew she should be eaten. So I finally did like Dale said, threw in that CB70 tub. 3 days. I offered her food 3 days after putting her in that tub. She ate. She eats every 3 weeks like clockwork now. She has never refused since. Her temperament stayed exactly the same. When she was in that enclosure, when she was constantly roaming, I thought, oh, she just wants to hang out with me. And, and when I took her out, she was constantly trying to get away from me. I couldn't just sit here and hold her like I am right now. She was trying to get away, literally. There was someplace else she wanted to be. And once I put her in that CB70 tub, now she's just like this. She moves around because she's confident and she's not worried about nothing. But she's not literally trying to get away from me. I mean, literally, she would have been backing down the front of my stomach trying to get away from me. I was hand over hand having to keep her around, and she, like I said, she was constantly roaming from the time she got up to the time she went to bed, and now she eats like clockwork, and she's in that CB70 tub, and she'll be in it the rest of her life. And she's okay with it because she eats, so she's not stressed in any way. And I can sit there and I can sit down and watch a movie, and I don't have to worry about her trying to run away. She'll move around a little bit, but she's never going to try to get away from me. All my snakes are like that. So I always say, it all depends on the snake, on how you actually decide that you're gonna do things. Are you gonna do things the way that you think are best, or are you gonna do what legitimately is best for that snake? Because that's what I don't do what's best for me. I'm doing what's best for my snakes. And my snakes that eat, them eating, having perfect sheds, temperaments being, just the way, I would want them to be, can do whatever I want, wave my hands around. It doesn't affect them whatsoever. That to me is what tells me that my snakes are happy. They're eating, they shed, their temperaments are great. My granddaughter that's 5 years old holds every one of these snakes. And it's not because I'm, I know if they bite her, it's not going to hurt. No, I would never give my granddaughter, let her hang under any of these snakes if I really thought that any of them would actually bite her. If one of them bites her, it's because none of us were expecting it, because they've never been bitey. They've never even acted like they're going to bite. So, and I've had most of them over 5 years. So it's not like I just got all these guys and, no, I raised these snakes. All of them. They're right down, because my biggest snake, like I said before, was 300 grams when I first started. If you could only have one boa in your collection, which would it be? Oh, that's just as that's a hard question, but honestly, that's just as hard as if somebody asked me. Yes, Dale said an IMG for him. I don't know if honestly it'd be just as hard as if somebody said if you could only have one ball python, what would it be? You know, I mean, I have the snakes. I have this. Yeah, Surinams are good. The Peruvians. Um, you know, I like this girl. She's a Guyana. You see that? I just reached in and picked her up. This is a wild caught Guyana. We're guessing her age is a 2019 girl. I love this girl too. I love this girl. All my boas that I own would have to be, I gotta have it boa, because I have pretty much my gotta have it boas now. I'm happy with the ones that I have. I love my Dumerals. I love my IMG Hypo Jungle Pastel. I love Foxy, my Hypo Leopard. I love Motley. You know, my Motley 100% het T positive, 100% het Leopard. And this girl's colors, she's got amazing purples and maroons, and her pattern's starting to actually clean up wicked. And she's also getting peaks on her saddles. Did you catch the boa yourself? No, I didn't. And let me explain that. I didn't have him. I found out after the fact that I had bought her that she. Then I found out she was wild caught. I didn't ask for a wild caught. I didn't even realize that you could get wild caught snakes when I got her. So it wasn't intentional for me to get a wild caught boa. But she is a wild caught boa, and I found out after the fact that I purchased her that, and she was already on her way shipped when I found out she was wild caught. She hissed the loudest hiss I've ever heard, because I've only heard two snakes actually even hiss. Her and my Motley boa when I first got my Motley boa. And this girl hissed the first 3 times I took her out and looked like she was going to eat me. And but yeah, it was my first snake I ever heard hiss. But I was, 20 something ball pythons deep. If you were to get a different species other than a boa or ball python, what would you get for me? If it would, the damn message disappears on me. It don't stay up. I got to where you asked what I would recommend for you, and then the message disappeared. So I didn't get the last part of your message. I haven't quite figured this out. This is only my 3rd live so far. But was you asking what snake I would recommend that might not be bitey? I can't, honestly, I don't know of any snake that's like not gonna bite for sure. You know, it's unless it's like something that I have. I mean, and it's only because I know the way I am with my snakes, and they know how I am. And come on, girl. I'm worried she's gonna let go of that top coil and she's gonna flop. What species would you get other than a boa or ball python was my question. Now, are we talking non-venomous? Non-venomous? I like your carpet pythons, that black and that yellow, but then again, not for me. They're known to be a little more than I'd want to try to tame down probably in the beginning. And I know most people would think, a wild caught boa would be like that, but she is the biggest sweetheart now. She only hissed in the very beginning because she was just like, "Hey, I don't know you, but I bull snakes are cool." Yeah, yeah, bull snakes are cool. A cap on snakes at boa size. A cap on. Oh, you have a cap where you live on boa sizes, or you have a cap that you've set for yourself on. You don't want snakes being getting over a certain size. But I like the carpet pythons. Those are really beautiful. Oh, a cap snake is boa size. Oh, you guys are having a conversation because you go ahead and take it, Dale, because I can't even keep up. Like, it keeps disappearing. Hognose snakes are cool. Yeah, they are. You know, I don't really see. I'm not really into that horn on the end of their nose. It just makes them to me look funny. But I can see why other people would like them. Just because I say I wouldn't doesn't mean that I don't understand why other people like them. Absolutely. But if I was gonna go venomous, I'd want a gaboon viper myself. You know, I love the looks of them and their patterns. They look mechanical. They look fake mechanical, like to me. You know what I mean? Have almost like a mechanical pattern. I'll give her an opportunity to go back if she wants. I think she's getting ready to go in the shed. See how nice and slow. She's gonna go nice and slow back. Not all fraying it. Yeah, she's actually gonna come back out. Do you want to hang out with Dad? You can stay out with me if you want. I just didn't know if you wanted to go back or not. No. You're gonna go away. You're gonna go back in. Well, if you're gonna stay out, you're gonna stay with me then. Yeah. All right. Well, you can stay with me. I don't force my snakes to go back. If I give them the opportunity to go back if they want, and if they don't, I keep them out. You know, that's just, I figure if they want to go back, obviously they'd go right back on their own. And she's been out quite a bit in the last 3 days. I had her out yesterday and the day before that, and but her saddles, her saddles are starting to peak. She didn't have really any peaks on her saddles whatsoever. And she was really, really congested in through here. I mean, as far as saturated pad and, you know what I mean? And it's cleaned up wicked. She's gotten it's cleaned up real nice. Cause yeah, it was almost too busy in between the medallions. All right, girl. Let's take somebody else out. Let's put you back. There we go. But no, this girl's been nothing but awesome. Oh, we got one person left. What's it, you, Dale, or is it Repty Han? Or is everybody gone? Laugh out loud. Boas are the largest snakes all along. Me. I'm in here. Laugh out loud. Oh, there's two of you. It's only showing up one. Yeah, I won't go any bigger. I agree. I won't go any bigger than a ball boa constrictor myself. You know, I could see where even a full size boa constrictor would be all that I'd want to handle if it decided it wanted to fucking squeeze on me. You know, because I can already tell how powerful these guys are. And yes, I could get these guys off me, but it would still be even probably a little bit of a struggle fucking getting Raven off. You saw those bandit masks on? Yes, I did. I know I'm fucking a little slow sometimes, bub. Yes, I did see those masks. Did you see the fucking men? It looks like guys standing here like this too, with their arms open like this and their legs spread. Fucking was fucking weird, and I never even picked up on that before. But I guess I don't really normally look real close at my camera. Yes, that was cool. She does look like she's got fucking mask on her side. Uh, I love it when people want to tell me and say how unhappy my snakes are when obviously they don't watch me enough or something. Well, it was their first time here because most anybody fucking knows that's watched any of my videos that obviously I have some pretty fucking happy snakes because they don't bite and act like fucking asshats. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that it's perfect, but I can keep what that I need to keep perfect the way I keep them. You know, I don't have to worry about food shortages and fluctuation in temperatures and humidity. People run them out. That's what they do. Yeah, I know, but no, the reason I don't, if I only had like 3 or 4 snakes, it would bother me because honestly, I still think 3 or 4 snakes doesn't make somebody having snakes for 5 years. If you only got 3 or 4 snakes, that doesn't make you really an expert. Yes, you definitely have gone through some situations, but who's gonna go through more situations in a shorter period of time is somebody that's got 50 to 100. And those are the people that I tend to listen to, the ones that have big collections and had them for a long time. They're going to run into way more situations a lot quicker and sooner than somebody that has 3 or 4. And I'm not taking away from the guy that only has a couple. I'm just saying that obviously, somebody, the more snakes they have over the same amount of period of time are going to run into probably way more different things. They're going to run into different situations, more different situations than somebody that has less snakes. That's all. Not saying that any of them are less knowledgeable. It's just the guy that has more snakes for the same amount of time is going to have more different situations. People have 30 snakes. No, others with 30 snakes as well. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I mean, but I still talk to the little guy, and I still listen too, because there might be that one situation that he did run into that I haven't yet with mine. But for the most part, situation wise, I'm gonna have way more different situations that I'm gonna run into than somebody that's just got 1 or 2. That's all. But and I know can't please everybody, and I live my life not to please everybody because then I'm not happy. So I just do my thing, and I'm not gonna let anybody else change my mind because I know whether an animal's happy or not. I don't need somebody else that doesn't know me and hasn't even watched any of what's going on here gonna tell me that my snakes aren't happy. They can have their opinion, and I know that it's wrong. So everybody's in Chad, but it don't matter. So what's everybody gonna do today? This is probably, I don't have nothing going on. Nothing. I hate this time of year. Reptihan, look. Oh, they disconnected me and connected me. I see. I told you I've got an ink bird. I use it on my incubator. Those I will rely on one of those way before I would them jump starts. That's all. When it does suck, dude. No, he's in Tennessee, Dale. So I don't know how much of a winter he actually has compared to us. But right, aren't you in Tennessee? You're in Tennessee. I'm pretty sure he's in Tennessee. Yeah, yeah. Christ, I'm pretty sure where he's at, I could ride year round. It's only snowed one good time here. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Hello, whoever just joined, welcome. And no, it's not going to tell me, so you don't have to jump right out. Nobody knows who you are. We only know who you are if you leave a comment. So you can stay incognito if you want. As Dale says, you can be a closet watcher. We want everybody to feel comfortable here. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I know. The dark time of winter does affect us all, don't it? We all go through fucking less light in the winter. Yeah, but it's getting better. I mean, sunset is what, 5:30 or 5:15 right now, something like that. It's around 5 o'clock, which is way better than 4. I mean, Christ, my wife was hating it. She hates coming home at 4:30 in the dark. You know, I don't know why we gotta mess with the fucking clocks either. That time change bullshit. Why do we have to go forward and go back? And it just don't make no sense to me. More light, less light. Kids need light in the morning to go to school, and all the kids now get picked up at their fucking house. There isn't an actual bus stop where all the local kids go. They all get picked up at their house. Yeah, I think, and I lost it. Oh, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. Probably hold on nothing. Let's take a little peanut out. Little peanut. My smallest ball python. Her and Motley are side by side in that rack, and they're my two smallest snakes. Peanut, my jump start has worked for me, no problem, for 6 years, but I see good and bad reviews. Yeah, I like anything, you can get a good and bad one, but I've heard more people having bad ones. And the ink birds, I mean, normally are only like $10-15 more than a jump start, but they're actually for reptiles. They're not a seed starter. Them jump starts really are just there to like germinate seeds. You know what I mean? And obviously seeds don't. They can fluctuate. The temperature can fluctuate a lot. Germinating seeds. Yes, it does. When it go, if the power goes out, when the power comes back on, it will go back to whatever it was set to. But with that, you can also set your drop in your raise so it only goes 1 degree. My jump starts that I have, because I fucking had 5 of them, and I had 2 of them that went to shit within 6 months. But I was running them in the very beginning, and my temperature was dropping 5 degrees before it was kicking back on a couple of them. A couple of them was within a couple degrees, but for the most part, mine were dropping almost 5 degrees before they were kicking back on and going back up. And then they were going way up over what I actually set it for, to anywhere from 3 to 5 degrees. So if I had it set at 88, it was going up over 90, which they weren't going to burn, but it's still, you want to try to keep that, consistent. You don't really want it dropping a whole lot. You don't really want it dropping more than like 1 degree, really. And me and Dale, we run our others on pulse, which means it stays consistent right at the temperature that we want. The herbostats and the Vivarium electronics thermostats are also good, but they're a little more money. But if I was going to go and get, and only have a couple snakes, and I didn't want to necessarily spend the money for, a herbostat or a vivarium, this would be my next choice. This is what I have on my incubator, and my incubator can't drop or go more than 1 degree higher or lower on your incubator. Any fluctuation in your incubator, and you won't get good eggs. You won't get healthy snakes. You take a chance at, your incubator has to be really consistent. And that's why I use this. I have a Vivarium electronics that came with it, but I was having issues with the probe, so I bought this, and I did all 3 clutches with this Inkbird. And like I said, you can spend a little more money, and you can get the Wi-Fi one that you can watch and monitor while you're away from home. You can change the temperature and all that, from while you're away from home. Not saying that you'd necessarily want to do that, but you can check and see that everything's good. I'm not so sure whether you can set an alarm on the Inkbirds, though, but you can set alarms on the herbostat and the vivarium. Having a way to see from way saves my eggs too. Yes, it does. Yes, I mean, for sure. I mean, your incubator, if you're not going to be around, it's definitely something you want to be able to monitor. You're going to want a Wi-Fi thermostat inside your incubator, and then having a good Wi-Fi thermostat, an actual thermostat. You want a good temperature thermometer, Wi-Fi thermometer in your incubator, and a Wi-Fi, thermostat to go along with it. So that way, if you need to change temperatures, you can. So, which Dale and I both, he has, I use these, and Dale's got something else. I use the Thermo Pros, just like Reptihan uses the Thermo Pros. I put one of them in my incubator, and then you could put have a Wi-Fi, thermostat to it, and like he said, when he's away from home, he can monitor it, and that way, if he needs to change any settings on the heat wise, he can. Yeah, he uses Sensor Push. That's a good one. It cost a little more money, but it is probably one of the best, monitors, temp monitors out there, I would say. You don't think your Thermo Pro has a Wi-Fi? No, it might not. I have sensors everywhere. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, he put sensors in his tubs and his egg buckets. He can put them in his egg boxes, egg trays, and all that. Yeah, even they. Hey, how's the care on those? Do they pretty much what do you feed it? Does it just eat whatever's in the enclosure? I'm actually kind of interested. I'm not gonna probably get any, but seeds and sugar and water. Yeah, no shit. That's cool. Their colonies get pretty big, don't they? This girl's in blue. Her eyes are actually in blue. I just noticed it. And look how good she is. You missed earlier, but she has 40-year lifespan. No shit. Wow. No shit. No shit. Now, where are they native to? Where do they normally live? Is she something you could, you know? Is she something that could thrive here? No shit. She makes thousands and thousands. Midwest. All right, Peanut. I knew you was in shed. My dog. This will probably YouTube's probably gonna take this live down if they post it. Just because I got the radio going in the back, and I guess they've been hitting everybody with copyright infringements. So it might, and I know that the radio's probably coming over this video, so I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Well, that was pretty good. I think I got the most likes on this video and this live than I have so far. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I've had it going in all the videos, but I think it was a little lower than it is. And yeah, you can hear that something's in the background when I went and watched it, but you can't tell what they're actually saying. So as long as they can't hear what the words are, I think I'll be all right. Parrot's being good today. She was good the other day because the wife was hanging out in the living room with her. But today there's nobody back there. Probably got the radio loud enough so you don't feel alone. But this bozo decided he's got to be in here. He growls at the wife. No shit. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Man. And obviously you probably had it for a long time too, because parrots live fucking forever. Out. Had him 20 years. Yeah, no shit, dude. No shit. How'd you find out he just started acting weird and you must have took him to the vet, huh? Weaned him myself. Oh, no shit, dude. Yeah. How'd you find out he had a tumor? Could you just visually see it? Yes, and now it's baseball size. No shit, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Does he act like it bothers him yet? Other than it bothering him just because it's there, but does it seem to, hinder him at all? Probably not, because I know you. If it did, you would already had him put down. So you don't even have to answer that. I answered that. Yeah, I kind of knew that. I know. I know you're no different than I am. If we know that it's bothering him, we're gonna do something about it. I answered my own question, dude. I know you're not just gonna. Obviously, he's acting fine. That's why you've still got him. Yes, buddy. What do you want? What do you want? Well, you're on TV. You're live, man. You're live. You are live. You're live. Does that make you happy? Does that make you happy? You're on live TV. You are. You're on Dad's TV and everybody else's right now that's watching. A whole 2 people. You got 2 people. You got 2 people fan base right now, buddy. You do. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yes, it is. He's smiling. He just sneezed because he's smiling. He thinks he's big time. Ah, you finally made it to the big time. Yeah, silly pop. You are a silly dog. No. All right. We probably went on long enough today. I hope you guys have a good day. Dale and Reptihan. I'm pretty sure that's it's just the 3 of us in here. But I hope you guys have a good day. Yes, you too, Reptihan. You have a good day too, Dale. And I'm really sorry about your bird, man. You know, again, but I'll probably do another live tomorrow. You know, what the hell? It's a good way to stay in touch with everybody anyway, right? So, but anyway, you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll schedule another one for tomorrow so everybody will get a notification. But, oh, somebody else is in here now. Maybe we should stick around just so they don't show up just to take off and leave. What would you like to say? We've been just sitting here chewing and flapping at the gums, the 3 of us. Me, Dale, and Reptihan. You want to see anything special? You want to see ball python? Or you just wanted to see what was going on? Oh, they're gone. Would be nice if showed you the names of who was in the... Yeah, I don't... Yeah. I thought it normally does. And I think it's because I got my phone horizontal, honestly. You know, if somebody fucking told me for sure that they were going to go and be, you know, join the actual live where it'd be me and them, I'd put it the other way. And then people could actually join in if they want. You know what I mean? But I have to have the phone the other way for some reason if I'm going to let people join in the video. I don't care if people want to join the live. You know? Says everybody's gone. Am I by myself? No, somebody's here. Yeah, it was you. I'm still here. Yeah, well, I keep saying that there was nobody there, and then it shows up 1, and then it shows up there's 2, and then it shows up there's none. Is somebody else here? Was that just you, Reptihan? I don't have anything going on. I just... Diablo, bud. Yeah, it is weird. It just went to 2 people and then it went to only 1. And I mean, there still could be 2 of us in here, but it's still telling me there's only 1. But I know there's a huge lag. There's a huge lag from when I say something and when I get your text. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming the farther away people are from me, the longer it takes me to get their message. And it sucks because I keep going, oh, say something, and then I turn away, and then I might have missed somebody's actual comment. That does suck. I wish that I could figure out how to make it not go away. Let me do something right now since it's just you and me. Live chat, all messages are visible. Hide all chat messages. No, I don't want to hide them. Oh, I just tried the 2 settings I had. What's this do? 8mm. I don't know what the hell that does. What's this say? Share, mute mic room, save highlights, share. No, it doesn't give me any options to keep them comments up. But when I do the phone the other way, the comments stayed. They just kept scrolling as I got more. As more comments came, they just kept scrolling up the screen, so I could keep going back. And they don't this way. I don't know why. And I'm not a big computer guy, you know. And I'm old enough now that I don't really see any need to learn more. You know, my wife does all that stuff. Anyway, I probably will. I'll probably cut it today, and I'll do another one tomorrow, probably about the same time, you know. But have a great day, Repty Hon, and hit me up whenever, you know, Instagram or whatever. We'll chat back and forth, whatever. All right, buddy. You have a good day. Cheers.